Hello everyone, I am Abhishek and my teammates Jayadatta, Gaurav and Sachidananda. We are group number 32. We have come up with this Buzz app to help people interact with like-minded interests for events such as concerts, theaters, sports, etc. The app enables user to broadcast their interest for a particular event to nearby people. The receivers would get a notification for which they can respond with a yes or no. In this way, the app will increase interaction of people through such events. For achieving this goal, we are using the Ticketmaster Discovery API and Google Location API. So going with the first task. In the first task, we had to figure out the APIs for getting information of the events and also to decide on the aspects of the app such as use cases, technology used and making the app context aware. For achieving this, we are using the Ticketmaster Discovery API, Firebase Cloud Messaging Service and Google Location API. So moving on towards the task, our first task was requirement analysis. In the first task, we had to figure out the APIs for getting information of the events and also to decide on the aspects of the app such as use cases, technology used and making the app context aware. The next task in hand is the database schema design. For the database, we are using MySQL and we have storing the data in it. The next task, the third task is the study of the Ticketmaster API. So for the Ticketmaster API, there were many application interfaces available. So we are using the Discovery API for which we can get the event location for our app. The fourth task is the implementation and integration of Ticketmaster API. So the Discovery API, we had to integrate with our application and we had to write the code for getting the information of the events which are being held.
So now let's move on to the sixth task, which is sign in and sign up for users. So sign in and the homepage design, which is the seventh task, are interrelated. So if a user is signed in already, so he won't see the login button, or if he is not signed in, then he would see the login button and not the events button. So we have this user situated in Tempe who has not yet signed in. So let's try signing in up. So we have used the Google Sign In API for this. So it uses the Google account associated with the Android device. So now that the user has signed in, now let's try signing. So now let's say I try to find out the events in my vicinity. So basically this task of finding out events contains the task list, task number 3 and 4, which is the study and implementation, task number 20 and 21, which are the radius and the time flexibility, task number 8, 9 and 10, which are displaying the event information and broadcasting automated and manual messages. So now that I try finding out, I'm trying to find out events in 5 miles radius of me. Those are in Tempe. So initially I get events which are basically not personalized. So I get generic events. So now let's say I click on this type of events. So let's say I click on this type of events and I say hi there. I say okay. So yeah, so this user has got, who is based in Tempe, has got my invite. Now if this user signs in, I'll get a notification saying that Abhishek Farande is joining me. So now we saw the use case when a user in your vicinity replies to your immediately replies to your message. So now what if a user in your vicinity is not replying to you? In this case, the app should turn context aware and should increase the radius and the time for which the broadcast has to be active. So now it's basically it's fetching events from the backend server. So let's say I'm now interested in an American in Paris and I go for the hi and I send a message hi. Okay, so this guy, he got my message, is inviting you, but he's not willing to join me this time. So what I did is just simply ignored this message. In the meanwhile, you can see that the guy in Scottsdale, he has not received any of my message yet. if you would have noticed until now that the personalization is now working, because it took in events which I broadcasted for the previous time. It took the honor of that, and it's now recommending me similar events based on that. So now you can see that the guy in Scottsdale, he has got my request, because he was in 10 miles of my vicinity, but he was beyond 5 miles. So let's say he is now ready to join me. He says I am in. Let's say this. Yeah. So this guy got my request as well. So let's say this guy is now saying I am in. So I have two guys who are now joining me. So the app will wait for some time, and it will populate a list of all the people who are joining me. So these are basically task number 20, 21, 8, 9, 10 and 3 and 4. So all of them are related to the events and use the Ticketmaster API and the Google Maps API, and as well as the Google Maps implementation which we have used. Great. So I have list of both of the guys who are ready to join me. Now let's take another use case into consideration. What if I want to send this list to all of the users who are favorite to me, even if they are not broadcasting that location yet? So you have this guy who is not broadcasting his location. You can see that his location is off. So what if I want to send him a message? So what I do is I just go to the select an event and type favorite list. Okay, so I type favorite list and I say okay. So you can see that this guy over here, even though he was not broadcasting his location, but he was in my favorite lists. So he got my request, and he can either try to decline or accept the request. Nice. So I have two guys who are now waiting to join me. You can see that the guy who is located in Seattle, he's not getting any of my notifications because he's not in my vicinity. This is basically about the Buzz app. We have completed 20 tasks, of which we have done. The architecture is 4-tier. It consists of the Android client, backend server, backend persistent storage, and the Google FCM cloud server. So I hope you like the video. Thank you.